October 3rd, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about bikers and hookers tonight and the homeless here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. And it's hopping tonight. We had a good old motorcycle and a caravan go up. Red. It likes to get my attention. Well, when it gets my attention, I go out and I take a look. So we're going to show what Kansas City and Independence, Missouri's got going here about 11 o'clock tonight. A lot of hot childs out there in the city. If you need some of that loving, boy, especially down here, over here by the old Blue Ridge like Mall area, down there by the, what is that, Sinclair, and up here by 7-Eleven. Yeah, I really got kind of shocked too. Independence was sitting up here on 40 Highway and one was coming underneath the bridge. Well, we're going to show that. Not counting, we had a caravan. It looked like it was coming up through from Raytown. And, a lot of those drugs moving through Raytown pretty heavy too. And what was interesting, guess where they were headed out? I-70 towards Blue Springs. They look like something you'd see in the military. I don't know if those were Tahoes, Suburbans, or whatever. Really don't matter. They were all black. They look like something you'd see down in Central America. Maybe we need to get some of that ice over here in Kansas City. Take a look at a little bit more stuff. Maybe up here by Blueview too. Man, because I went up there tonight and, oh my God, you talk about up there at Blueview. They park back behind Blueview Shopping Center. Whole line of cars, and the billowing smell of all the marijuana, weed, and everything else is just flowing everywhere, man. I'm sure there's more marijuana up there. Probably fentanyl, meth, a little bit of everything. We're going to take a look at this. Let's get started. All right, guys, so head out 47th Street. We're going to go eastbound. We're going to go all the way around the area tonight. Check this out. This is kind of unusual. I mean, this is that meth recovery place down here at North Fleet and 47th down here. And what I noticed, there was a vehicle that was sitting here with one headlight. Just these vehicles that set like for a block away back and forth. And, started getting that boom and start getting that stuff. Now, you got your regular boomers, but then you got other stuff going on here too. And, I don't know. Kind of strange stuff here. Hold on, guys. See if that's a little bit better because it was kind of hanging up on me here. So let's see if we can do this at normal speed. You can see there are a whole bunch of them down there. I know, it's about 10:30, I think. And I don't know, it's kind of late. Be out like that. But we're going to go on up and take a look at some things here and go around here. So hold on. So I go back up 40 Highway. And this is that notorious 7-Eleven where they deal the drugs and stuff. But tonight there's a gal here kind of standing kind of straddled. And this guy checking her out. And we had a homeless guy leaning up, looked like he was about passed out up here on the wall in 7-Eleven. I don't know. If I had a business, I don't think I'd let them be hanging out in front like that. Not too good, guys. But we're going to show even more than that. We're going to show we're going to show a caravan up here, and we're going to show a whole bunch of cars up here by Blueview. And we're going to even show a gal hooking down there underneath the bridge down there. And then not more than a couple blocks away was the Independence Police cruiser setting. So let's take a look at that. Okay, guys, so we're heading up that great Blueview up there, up 47th Street, on my street. Going to make a left here. Because looking, around, see what was going on here tonight. Interesting. So let's just take a look here and see what we can see. Man, you go through here on this back side, back behind here where these cars are sitting. It smells like a weed plant. It smells like they're making their own marijuana back there. Very interesting. Now, this place up here was supposed to be for like weddings and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking there could be some other stuff here. So let's just check this out. Let's see what we can see here. We're getting closer to those vehicles. Now, these are all those vehicles along there. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to get this in a little bit clearer. For some reason, I got a blur. We got Mercedes sitting over here to the left. And we got cars all up and down. But they're not in the Blueview parking lot. They're sitting all back behind on this back. I bet these other people appreciate this here. Wouldn't you think? I bet they do. Let me just turn this down a little bit more speed so we can just do this slowly. I can get this down so you guys can see it. Look at all these cars. And man, if you want to shoot, you just walk through here, you probably get high. That's how strong it is through here. Oh my God. Look at that. Well, isn't that something? Great Kansas City, Missouri up here. That is Kansas City, Missouri on this up top part. That's their area. As soon as you cross up halfway across by that hill up there, the Independence is a divider there. But hold on, we got more than that. I made another circle around. We'll see what else you can see. Hey guys, I'm going to do this one more time. I think I got it cleared up where you can see it a little bit better now. And take a look at this. Look at all these cars. Look at that. Man, look at that. Oh, a lot of them getting high there. And I think they need somebody sitting up there when they get back in their cars, checking, make sure they're not too intoxicated. But hold on. All right, guys. Now, this kind of look kind of strange. I don't know. I think I'd be looking at some of this stuff. Like I say, I think we need some of that ICE up here, and maybe a Homeland Security. Could be a good idea to be running some of this stuff, because some of this stuff doesn't seem to be getting done enough. And you see this black car? Wait till you see what's going behind it here. And I'm going this way because I'm going to go up there by the old Blue Ridge Mall and cut back underneath the bridge. Check this out. Looks like you're, I don't know, man. What are those? Are those Suburbans or Tahoes? I don't know, but don't you like all the colors being in black? Man, I don't know. That seems a little strange, doesn't it, guys? Dark windows all the way around. Look like kind of like a military caravan or something. But this ain't military. I wonder what they are. I could kind of see in the window. I bet you guys can guess. So, interesting. Look at this. Now, hold on. Guess where they were all turning? They're all going eastward bound. And that would be back towards Blue Springs on I-70. It makes me think a few things here, but I don't know. Interesting. And it makes me think about some of these vacant houses that got taken over. Then we got one down here off Northfleet. There were like 8, 10 different vehicles people stay. But some of the vehicles were from Blue Springs because they had like logo and stuff on them. And it just makes me wonder. But this is also tied into different groups. And they got signs out in front of this house and stuff. Makes me wonder about a few things. But then we're going to get over here. And then we got one of those hot child ladies. You know, Hot Child in the City. Wasn't that Nick Gilder sang that song? Interesting. But what was shocking was when I got underneath the bridge here and went up after we passed this lady of the night, Independence is just a little further up the road. That's what we're going to show. Oh, I just love these tags too. Yeah, a couple days back, I sat out in front. I couldn't believe how many Texas and Florida license plates. You know, if you were a convict, and when all this stuff took place, and you were wanting to get out of Florida, you know, when Florida's cracking down and Texas cracking down on all this stuff, what better place to run would be than to Kansas City? What do you think, guys? But let's take a look at this a little bit closer here. See if I can get this. If you can see that just a little bit better. And I got another angle here too. But yeah, this gal, I don't know. Now, I swear I'd be walking underneath this bridge about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Now, here's a better side view of her. Because this doesn't do her justice. This makes her look kind of heavy and fat. But she wasn't heavy and fat, as you can see here. Interesting. But then let's see what's on up here. This is what I want you guys to see. I thought, oh man, oh, they're working underneath here. And Independence just up the road here, guys. I got to brighten this up a little bit. This is going to be a little bit, let's see here. See if I can get this a little bit brighter so you can see the cruiser. I'm going to brighten this up so you can see the cruiser here, guys. So just bear with me for a minute here. So we're getting here. Going to go back underneath over here. This other bridge. And you see this light up here off to the left? That is an Independence. I might have to darken it down. Shoot. Let's see. Ah, hold on. Oh my gosh. Try this one more time. Let's see if I can darken it this way. If not, I'll just darken it back down, guys, so you can try and get this all the way. Oh, I didn't go do it. Hold on. All right, so here's Independence over here. And just sitting there. And I'm thinking, man, you need to drive on down the road just about 5 blocks. Because there's stuff going on down here. Can't read that, but that's Independence. I think you can see that a little bit where it says Independence log here, and I'm thinking, not good, guys, not good. Here we'll put the eye candy deal up here by the. See, we get that there. Yeah, now if I can see this, I'm sure they can see this. Oh, I got another one here too. I'm going to show you real quick. That earlier this week, I was out down there by the police station in the courthouse down there, and there was this other guy who was a real winner. We're going to talk about that too real quick for just a couple minutes. But this was just tonight. So we got the old Latin Caravan. I'll guarantee you it was in what was in those Suburbans or Tahoes there, guys, because I could see in the windows. I know it was there. Not good. And there was some other activity that was also going on in Blueview in front of the parking lot too, with 2 vehicles and some guys too. Yeah, not good. But so we got a hooker up there at 7-Eleven. We got a hooker down here underneath the bridge down here, ways here. You know, I mean, if you're dressed like that, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, you know what they're, putting it out there for. But hold on now. All right, so I'm sitting out here. Now what you're looking at is, I think it's a VW. It's got a VW, like your SUV, and this white guy sitting in it. I pull up. He must know who I was because he looked like another doper. And he had the music blaring. Now this is at 7:30 in the morning in the court and police parking lot. And this guy, he was just trying to get something going. He was laughing and stuff. And then he pulled up a book and acted like he was reading a Curious George book, monkey book. And you'd have to think about what's symbolic about this because, I guess, it was like basically they said that the monkey was always rebellious, because it was, I guess, brought here. Now, I've never ever read it, but it was kind of interesting. So I guess this guy's like, rebellion against authority. But what I seen here was, yeah, why would he pull a book out like that? This guy's like 35, 40 to 45 years old. And he acts like he's reading a little kid's book. I don't know. It just seemed crazy. Supposedly, actually, I think two people that wrote the book, what I understood, was Jewish, and they were escaping, actually, the Nazis, is what I understood anyway, when they wrote it. But you can look up the history of that, check it out. But it's, it can have different meanings. And I just thought, well, that's, this guy. Now, this vehicle, what I found really interesting, okay, the guy's blaring music at 7:30 a.m. I don't think you're supposed to be able to even play music that loud until after 8 by Independence code standard. But on top of that, this vehicle didn't have no license plates on it. It did. It had a Royals plate in front and no license plate in back. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Now, let's see if I can do this real quick. See this? I don't know if I can. I laughed back at the guy after he pulled what he did, but see if I can get this to go here. Try to get the time right on it. See, you got see if you can hear that again. I'm going to do that. So I thought, oh, yeah, all right. But, man, he was blaring the music. But I wanted to show this real quick. Now, hold on. So there's the old courthouse, and getting ready to pull out. We'll show this vehicle here. Well, this is that vehicle. And I just thought, man, that's kind of interesting. And he's got, I think he was, yeah, I think he's bald-headed. Well, he's driving, isn't that a Volkswagen? It looks like a Volkswagen. And as you can see, it's approved. It's got the Royals logo right there with no license plate in front and no license plate in back. And he's got his Curious George book he's reading. But don't worry, he wanted to be famous. I guess we made him famous there. But like I say, these parking lots are supposed to be safe, supposedly, like the police parking lots and the court. There was nobody that was out here checking this out. What was really kind of curious too, I seen one of the judges that actually is here. He was going in. I said, as I was going in, I had to talk to somebody over there. I said, boy, it's good. A little after 7:30 in the morning, and they're blaring music here in the parking lot here. Isn't that interesting, guys? Yeah. Hold on. All right, guys, we'll wrap this up. I'm about ready to run out of time. Hold on. We'll show the old Caravan one more time. How's that? That looks pretty organized to me. I mean, I think if I was a drug agent or a good cop, I'd be kind of looking this a little bit more, man. What do you think, guys? This is Independence. This is Kansas City, Missouri. Now, hold on. And don't forget our hot child in the city gal. Down here on 40 Highway underneath the bridge. All right, guys, we'll wrap this up. And a lot of stuff still going on here in Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. So keep your eyes open and stay safe out there, guys.